Today, we're looking at a district that's at a real crossroads, a place where the smoke of old industry is literally meeting the glow of a high-tech future. This is the story of Nagpur, a city that's grappling with its own identity as it pivots from its past to define its next 100 years. To really understand Nagpur, you gotta start with its geography. I mean, it's not just in central India. For all intents and purposes, it is the center. And this one simple fact has been the pivot point for its entire history, making it a natural crossroads for power, for trade, and for ideas. And get this isn't just some symbolic title. It was the literal center. The British actually put up this monument, the Zero Milestone, as the reference point for measuring their entire empire in India. They even thought about making Nagpur the nation's second capital. So from its modern beginnings, it was designed to be a hub of incredible influence. So with that strategic importance locked in, let's dive a little deeper into the identity that grew from this central position. What is it that truly makes Nagpur the historic and cultural heart of the nation? You know, you can learn a lot about a place just from its nicknames. Nagpur is called the Orange City for its world-famous citrus. It's also the tiger capital because it's a gateway to major wildlife reserves. Its actual name comes from the Nag River, but ancient texts called it Fanandrapura, which references a cobra's hood. Every single name just peels back another layer of its identity. And its history is just this continuous story of power. From being a capital for the ancient Vakataka dynasty to becoming a powerful Maratha kingdom, its strategic importance was always the key. The British annexed it in 1853, and then, after independence, it was the site of a hugely important moment in modern social history, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's mass conversion to Buddhism, a truly pivotal event. All of this powerful history brings us to the core tension that defines Nagpur today. It's really a tale of two different economies, one that was forged in the industrial past, and another that's racing toward a high-tech future. The foundation of Nagpur's traditional economy is literally buried right in the earth. The district is sitting on massive mineral reserves. We're talking over 1 billion tons of coal alone, plus millions of tons of manganese and limestone. For decades, this wealth has been the fuel for heavy industry, powering giants in mining and steel. But that's only half the story, right? The other half is this vision of the future called Maihan. It's a massive international cargo hub and airport project. And this one project is the engine of a new Nagpur, pivoting it toward a modern, knowledge-based economy. And global giants are paying attention. Boeing in aerospace, TCS in IT, and Lupin in pharma. They're all setting up huge operations here. And this is the central conflict. On one side, you've got an economy that literally pulls wealth out of the ground. On the other side, an economy that creates wealth from human ingenuity. One is all about resources, the other is all about talent. Modern Nagpur exists right at this very crossroads. But, this kind of rapid pivot, this clash of two economic worlds, it doesn't happen without friction. It comes with some serious growing pains, and Nagpur is feeling them big time. And it forces all of us to ask a really critical question. As the district powers forward with these massive projects like Mahan, is this growth actually sustainable? Because the data shows a pretty steep price is being paid. Just look at this number, 9 times. Nagpur's annual average PM 2.5 air pollution, and that's the tiny stuff that's most harmful to our health, is 9 times higher than the World Health Organization's safe limit. That's a really staggering figure. This has put the city in what's officially called a red zone for air quality. And look, this isn't just an environmental issue, it's a major economic risk. I mean, why would the world's best tech talent want to move their families to a city where the air itself is a public health threat? The old industrial economy is directly threatening the future of the new one. And the strain goes way beyond just the air quality. This rapid growth has led to this messy, uncoordinated urban sprawl, pushing infrastructure like water and roads to their absolute limits. And all the while, critical projects get tangled up in bureaucratic red tape. These are the very real growing pains of a district trying to build a new future right on top of an old foundation. So, given all these challenges, what's the path forward? Well, Nagpur has a core set of assets that it can leverage to overcome these growing pains and start writing its next chapter. Nagpur's single greatest asset isn't buried in the ground, it's its people.
The district has a literacy rate of over 88%, which is well above the state average. This is the highly educated talent pool that fuels the engine of projects like Mihan, making them not just possible, but successful.
And this human capital is no accident. It's been nurtured by a whole ecosystem of premier national institutions. We're talking top-tier schools for technology, management, IT, and medicine. This is the engine that's creating the skilled professionals that global companies are coming here to hire. And this potential isn't just a local hope. It's being recognized by market experts. A recent JLL report actually called Nagpur Central India's growth engine, pointing to its powerful new infrastructure and this massive economic transformation. The opportunity is just undeniable. Which leaves us with the final, defining question for the district. Can it find a way to manage the legacy of its industrial past, especially the environmental costs, while at the same time embracing its high-tech future? The answer to that question will determine not just the next chapter for Nagpur, but its entire story for the 21st century.